Hey, what's up? It's Chris Young. Are you tired of tent camping, maybe sleeping on the ground, or you've heard how popular RVs are and you want to have your family's first RV? Check out the all-new 2022 Coleman Lantern LT 17B, the most affordable family bunkhouse on the market. 21 feet 5 inches long, roughly 3,000 pounds, making this a coach that you can tow with your SUV. And the best part, you can sleep up to 5. So what do you say we check out some features of this little beauty right here? The best part about this table, since it does help you convert into a bed, it's not attached to the wall. So you can easily take this outside and use it outside as a table if you want to. Now, I'm gonna move my brisket field took us up here so we can kind of talk to you a little bit about the storage that's underneath. With the booth dinette, you got storage under both sides here. Plus, you got some storage under your queen size bed up front. Good for maybe those fishing rods, those rifle cases, bags, the whole nine. So the best part about the camp kitchen, cooking those camp meals, and you got good space to do it. Prep space over here with the countertop with the decorative flow. I like how they made this kind of match the color scheme of the coach. I got my single basin sink, high-rise faucet, large window here on the campsite so I can check on the kids or see what my neighbor's doing, maybe get jealous of that grill that I'm gonna take from him. Your 2-burner cooktop right here. And Coleman's been making RVs for over 60 years. They know camping and they put quality in their construction, including things like these drawers that you see right here. Solid wood, full extension on ball bearing drives with those brushed silver pulls. Really decorative, really nice. The other thing I like what they did this year with their shaker style cabinets is they put the frosted glass inlay in your storage cabinets up top. Here on the campsite and also right above your bunk. Really good spot for those pantry items, boxes of cereal, maybe the kids' toys. And if you need a good grab and go spot, right over here as you enter the 17B, great little area for a trash can, backpack, the whole nine, water bag, good little grab and go spot right there. You'll notice also in your kitchen, you got the handy dandy microwave right here, 0.9 cubic foot there. But how about a 3 cubic foot Everchill fridge? Great little college dorm style fridge right there. Good space for those long weekend getaways, the water, the food. And since the 17B is one of the best family bunkhouses out there in affordability as well as first time, right here in the off-camp corner are your single over single bunks. You got those Teddy Bear Bunk Series mattresses up top, 300-pound capacities on each bunk. So if you've been looking for that fishing cabin and that hunting cabin to set up on your land, just need a place to rest your head each night, or the ladies' wine weekend getaway, and you know you just gonna have some people that need to sleep, these bunks are great. Plus, under the bottom bunk, you even have a little storage space for some extra room. Now, finish off the 17B, right here in the rear behind the solid wood door is your bathroom. High-rise Dometic plastic bowl with the foot flush, and people will say, you know, it's slideless, I'm not gonna have enough room. I'm okay. I'm over 6'2", I'm over 200 pounds, I need to cut it down, but you know, brisket, man, it's good. Have you eaten mama's cooking? You can't help it. But I'm not cramped here left or right or up or down. The only place where you might be cramped is gonna be in the shower, and here's why. You step into the shower and you notice because it's raised up, you do need the vent and fan right here to give you the rest of the headroom. Otherwise, it's still not that bad if you're crouched down because you're not crunched left or right, just up or down. And I got my plastic controls for my shower right there. So I gotta tell you, all in all, with the way Coleman builds their RVs, with that rain bay testing, the quality in the construction, making the floors slip resistant and easy to clean, I mean, it's just a good investment for a first-time RV, especially if you need to sleep up to 5 people. But we've seen the inside of the 17B. What do you say we go take a look at the outside? So here we are on the outside of the all-new 2022 Coleman Lantern LT 17B. What do you say we start up front? You got that one-piece roof going over the top, and this RV is seated on that reverse cambered steel structure frame, good, solid, and sturdy for this coach. You got your 10-amp quick connect for your solar panel up front, a great investment for any RV, really. 20-pound LP tank, as well as hand crank for easily setting up the campsite and hooking up to your tow vehicle. Now over here on the campsite, you do have a little bit of storage up front. You'll see that inside it's finished off. You have the magnetic clasp and it's anti-slamming. Power awning, steel step leading you into the main entry point, sealed safety windows all the way around this coach. If you want to do some entertaining outside, got a little GFCI outlet right here. You got a single axle. With this RV being 21 feet 5 inches, kind of makes sense for it to be single axle, but that is a Dexter Easy Lube axle. And the cool thing about it, a lot of times you don't see on entry-level RVs, a galvanized well for your tire. I really like that. Coming along to the rear, get your rear stabilizer jacks, 4x4 sewer hose storage there, plus the Coleman Lantern LT 17B is already set up for backup camera. You got the prep spot right there. On the off-camp side is where we have our main terminations, gray tank, black tank, or the dumps. Now on this one, you got a 27-gallon fresh tank and dual 28s, 28-gallon gray, 28-gallon black. As you continue along the off-camp side, you'll notice you got your city water connection as well as your fresh tank fill. But the most important part of any RV is going to be that info panel. That's where you go to see how much does this coach weigh. For example, this one right here, dry weight, 3,020 pounds. Gross vehicle weight, 3,990 pounds. That's where you take that information back to your specialist at Camper Road and you say, hey, tell me, what does that mean? Here's what my tow vehicle can tow, here's how many people I want to sleep, and here's where we're going to go camping. We get that information, we can find the RV of your dreams. But I got to tell you, for your first family RV, or you just need one that needs to sleep up to 5 people, 21 feet 5 inches, roughly 3,000 pounds dry, you got to take a look at the all-new Coleman Lantern LT 17B.
Hi, here we are in our 17B travel trailer. Now, Camping World did a fantastic video all about the neat things that are included with a regular 17B. And there are lots of other videos on the internet about the Coleman 17B. It's a great little kind of beginning RV, and we really like it. But today I'm going to talk about the things that are different from our 17B from some of the models you might see on the internet, as well as some of the upgrades that we have made to our trailer. And so let's start real quickly down at this end. The main thing about this end is the bed. The bed comes with one of these, what do they call them, teddy bear mattresses, a little fuzzy mattress about, I don't know, an inch or 2 thick, that are kind of thin and maybe they're kind of hard to sleep on. In order to make it a much better sleep, we have still the teddy bear mattress, but with it we have a memory foam mattress. Let me show that to you right here, right now. As you can see, we have not only the teddy bear mattress, but a nice memory foam mattress. See that right there? This makes it a much nicer bed to sleep on than just the teddy bear mattress. Now, you might see that we have a quilt on here. We will furnish you with nice clean pillowcases and sheets, but most people tend to want to bring their own. But whatever you prefer, we'll take care of it. Now, on another thing on this end, something to point out is this air conditioner. Some of the 17Bs have a centrally located air conditioner up here right in the middle, okay? And that's fine, it works quite well, but so does this. And the neat thing about this one, which is one of the things that we like about it, was if this one does happen to break, it's a $100 trip to Walmart. We get another one and just stick it right in. It's quite easy compared to these great big ones. But this one will cool this little space quite well. All right, we'll talk about it a little more later when we talk about leveling. It's very important that, for the sake of the air conditioner, that when you level your trailer, it really is level. Okay. Another thing that the regular 17B does not have as standard equipment is a television. We not only have a television here, but it is connected to a really super powerful antenna system. Now, of course, you can hook up to Wi-Fi with it, especially if you have like a Roku or something like that. I'll talk about that in a second. But it is hooked up to an antenna that performs incredibly well. We were just down at Port Aransas, which is maybe 30 miles outside of Corpus Christi, and we just used the remote control, which is included here. We put it on the menu, and then we did an automatic channel search, and we came up with 49 digital channels just using that antenna system. Plenty of things to watch. If you understand Roku and you have Roku at home, you can bring your Roku stick, plug it in the back, and use it just like your home television if they have Wi-Fi at the campground you're using. We've done that as well, and it works quite well. All right. The thing to point out about this though is the mount here is one that you pull this string and then the television moves out in a way like that, tilts, moves around. That's nice because you can be sitting down here at the little booth and watch television while you eat if you choose to. Or you can actually kind of convert this booth into almost a couch and be able to sit there, cuddle up, and watch television. But the thing I want to mention to you the most about the television is that this television must be, there's a little sign here about it, must be stored back up and locked in place. Because as this trailer, or any trailer, goes down the road, it's like a little earthquake. No, big earthquake is taking place in the back of this thing. And anything that's not secured will come loose. This thing will bounce up and down like crazy and could damage the wall or the mount or the television. And we don't want that to happen for lots of reasons. For one thing, it'll, put a dent in your deposit. We don't want that. So anyway, this television needs to be secured whenever the trailer is in motion, but that's easy. Snaps in, and to be able to move it, just pull this string here and it moves like that. Isn't that neat? This is not included normally with a 17B, right off the showroom floor. Let's see, what else do we need to talk about here? We've got the bed, got the thing. Up here is this really nice shelf, and we've included, for your enjoyment, some dominoes that you can play while you're at the campground. And we have going to also include a HDMI cable. Why that? Well, let's say you have a device, a pad, computer, or even a phone, and you have the correct adapter for your device. You can plug this into the television and you can watch whatever you want on your device. But there's so many different devices, we're not going to supply that. You supply your own, you know what it is, whether you have an Android or an iPhone or an iPad or something of that nature, and you can plug whatever TV shows or movies you have recorded on that device, you can watch on the TV. Again, something not standard equipment on all Coleman 17Bs. Let's talk a little bit more about some other things. And let's change location. Okay, we have the 17B bunkhouse configuration you see here. 2 bunk beds with the teddy bear mattress. And I got to tell you, this thing is not very thick and it's kind of soft. And so you can kind of feel the bed underneath you, unless you have one of those memory foam mattresses like we have on the main bed. But this one is plenty soft enough for a kid to be laying on, something like that. It really is. It's not bad. It's just that's so much better. Now, one of the things that we did on this configuration is we turned the bottom bunk into a potential closet, if you will. I'm going to show you that in just a second. What we've done is I put a closet rod right up in the top of it, and you can hang your clothes on there, shirts and things like that. And it really doesn't take away from the fact that you could still have a kid on this bottom bunk. In fact, the shirts and things, if the child is only about 4 feet tall, will almost serve as a curtain and offer them some privacy. But even if they're taller, the amount of clothes that you're going to take there will not take up very much space. If you're taking up this much space with your clothes, you've packed too much. Okay, let me just show you a quick shot of that. Okay, something we've found very interesting in almost every small size camper trailer is they don't put a mirror in there anywhere. And you need a mirror, whether everybody's not just going to walk around just coming out of the ocean. No, you need to be able to comb your hair, put on your makeup, do whatever. As you can see, we've installed a mirror into the bathroom door right here, and this is a actual RV camping type mirror. It's supposedly indestructible if it does happen to fall off, although it shouldn't. It's held on there pretty well. The other thing that's a caution, I guess you could say, for virtually all campers is the refrigerator contents. The refrigerator door, if not secured, will come open. And no matter what kind of little doodads you put in there to try to stabilize all the stuff, you will get to your destination with something on the floor here, unless you securely close that refrigerator. And what we have done here is we have attached, these are basically child-proof door catches kind of things, and they work quite well. I've put some little arrows on here. All you do to release it is you push the little X and you slide it like so. Push the little X and slide it out. It's quite easy to do, as you can see, and it holds everything quite securely like this. Now, of course, you only need to do this while you're traveling to and from your destination. The rest of your time, you leave it just like this and open them at will. Okay? But we have chosen to use this type of closure, and it works not just by the way it straps on here, but as you can see, that the bracket itself stops the refrigerator from coming open. As you can see, we have some utensils here for you. We also have a lighter for lighting this stuff, or a camp stove or something out there, all right? Up above here, we have some paper plates and paper cups for your use. Not a whole lot. You're not going to be able to last a long time, but we've got lots of other things. One of the things that we have added to our 17B is this paper towel holder. And you know, when you're camping or whatever, you need a lot of paper towels. So we're going to have a few here, but you probably need to bring some of your own. But we made this nice, sturdy paper towel holder. And what we have on here to secure it, I put some rubber bands on here. So when you do like this, and while you're going down the road, you can do that. If you don't, trust me, you will get to wherever your destination is, and these things will all just be spooled out onto the ground of the floor. I don't know why, but somehow what the physics of is this, but as they roll along, it all comes down. So put a rubber band on there while you're moving. But this thing is incredibly handy for drying hands or doing whatever you're doing. It seems like every camper and every 17B has a slightly different control panel for stuff going on. Here is the water pump. Don't ever let that run out of water. It will burn up the pump. So that's why there's a red light there to remind you, turn it off when not in use. That's the water pump. Then you've got the awning, retractor and extender, and you got a couple other neat things too, and that is these buttons up here are multifunctional. They can tell you, depending on the button you push, it'll tell you how much water you have in your tanks, or how much gray water or black water you have in your tanks, and things of that nature. And so it's kind of handy to be able to know, oh, we're about to run out of water if you're not hooked up to a water line. Okay, one of the things that's different on almost every camper, and even different on most of the Coleman 17Bs, is the location of the water heater. This thing has a nice, good sized water tank for the water heater, and it works quite well. But the switch for turning on the water heater so you can have hot water is down underneath the cabinet here. On some others, it's up on the side, or it's up on this side here by that other panel, but on this one. Now, the way it works is when I turn it on, the igniter comes on, basically an electronic pilot light. When it comes on until the propane ignites, then it goes off. So it's hard to tell if the heater's on, although you can hear it. But watch this. I turn it on, the red light comes on. When the propane ignites, it goes off. I don't know if you're picking that up. Like most 17Bs, we have this booth that you can eat at. The way it works is you fold down these legs, and then the whole thing just kind of drops down and sits on these I don't know, ledges that it has there. Then you take the cushions and you make a bed out of this, is the theory. What we like to do is we drop it down, take the cushions from the other side, and just put them to cover this, and it makes it kind of like a sofa and a footrest or ottoman or something like that to watch TV. So we can sit here and be kind of comfortable watching TV, rather than always have to, anytime you want to watch TV, you got to do it from the bed laying down. You don't have to. But we also sit here and eat and watch television sometimes. So, you know, we watch our favorite sitcom or something. Okay, included with the 17B are leveling blocks, some little cones, and a big chalk there like that. I will be putting the link to a video, not made by me, made by someone else, on how to level a 17B using these yellow leveling chalks. The cones are kind of handy for backing into campsites. You can put this on either corner of a campsite, either the back or the front or whatever, and they show up really well in rearview mirrors or in cameras or something like that, and it'll help you back in. But that's right there. Okay. Okay, a subject no one really likes to talk about is connecting the sewer line or doing a clean out or a dump station or something like that. Let me tell you something right now. There is a system that is put on the back of a lot of camper trailers like this, RVs, that they don't tell you about. That's really ingenious. And so I want to tell you about it right now. When it comes to hooking up either to a sewer line at a campsite, or if you're having to do a dump station, this should be on the back of your camper, be it a 17B or some other brand. If you're thinking about buying a camper, look for this option. People have tried lots of different things in a way to try to sanitarily, I guess, store or take care of these sewer hoses. There's this system on the back of many campers today is this. The bumper is made hollow in order, this is intentional, in order to store your sewer line. It's intentionally the size of this. So it stores right there. You're not putting it in a plastic bag, trying to store it into some compartment or doing something like this. This is where it lives. It comes right out, connects to your dumps right here, and then connects right to the sewer line or your dump station or whatever. This is a great feature. No one ever told us about it. We discovered it accidentally while in line waiting at a dump station, and the guy with some camper in front of us pulled it out, and I went, what the hey, you know? And so we started doing it. It works really well. Stores right there. It's not with anything that might get contaminated. If your camper that you're thinking about buying doesn't have one of these, think about buying a different camper. I'm telling you. And always, anytime you're touching these hoses like that, wear rubber gloves. And then don't use the same rubber gloves to turn on the water for your land water, okay? Because you're contaminating that handle. This touches only that. And remember, one of the big no-nos at any campground is how you handle all this stuff. Don't use your water line or the faucet to wash this thing off. People don't want those things anywhere nearby. And remember, when you're handling your water line, take the gloves off. Anytime you're handling this, have the gloves on, okay? All right, the 17B has 2 electrical outlet stations. One here close to the countertop and one over by the bed. You can put your charging stations for your phones or something, plug into it or anything like that. We're going to try putting one in here and leaving it here for you guys and see if it can stay. So please don't steal our little charger that we're going to plug in there. We're leaving that for everybody. Another feature is the garbage can right here. This garbage can is right handy. It's a good spot, kind of a good place for it to be. I'm proud of Coleman for designing it this way. We have a simple one of these in here, which is easy to dump, easy to take care of, and there's usually going to be some garbage bags in it for your use, okay? But there it is right there, easy to take care of. Okay, right above the dining room table is this cabinet right here, which is an excellent place for a pantry. All right, we're going to stock it with a couple of things like salt, pepper, maybe flour, sugar, a couple other things like that. But you're going to need to bring whatever it is that you're going to want to have. But this is a great little pantry right up here. Right here at the foot of the bed is the other electrical station. And this is a great place to be charging your devices. You can put your phone or whatever right down there, and it will charge up right there. We're going to leave a charger in there to see what happens. I promised I'd talk to you a little bit about this AC here. It works incredibly well, but you have to keep something in mind. No matter which AC you have, no matter which RV you have, leveling the thing is very crucially important for the sake of the air conditioner. The air conditioner has a little pan in the bottom, and condensation drains out outside. It's real easy. If you don't level the RV correctly and you happen to have it tilted this direction, there's a chance that water could come out of the pan here, and it's a little rubber kind of seal here, and could come out here and could drip down on you. If that does, it's because the RV isn't level. Now, that's only a potential issue to inspire you to make sure that it's level. And I have a video that someone else made on how to level this RV, the Coleman 17B with those blocks. There are other types of leveling devices, but leveling it is important. If it's going to be not level, make it not level leaning that way. Okay, if it's a little bit off. But if it's a little bit leaning the wrong direction, it will drip. And if it drips, it's because you're not level.